नमस्ते आदरणीय व्यक्तित्वहरू आज चाहिँ म मदर्स मिल्क सब्स्टिट्युट एक्टको बारेमा चाहिँ डिस्क्राइब गर्न गइरहेको छु। मदर्स मिल्क सब्स्टिट्युट कन्ट्रोल अफ सेल एन्ड डिस्ट्रिब्युसन एक्ट 1992 2049। मदर मिल्क सब्स्टिट्युट कन्ट्रोल अफ सेल एन्ड डिस्ट्रिब्युसन एक्ट 2049 1992। Date of authentic and publication 2049 8/19 14 December 1992 and Act number 39 of 2049 1992, an act made of to provide for the control of sale and distribution of mother milk substitute preamble, whereas it is expended to provide for a safe and adequate nutrition to the infant by protecting and promoting the breastfeeding and regulating the mother's milk substitute as well as the sale and distribution of infant food. Now, therefore, be it enacted by Parliament in the 21st year of the reign of His Majesty King Birendra Bir Vikram Sahadev. Short title, extent and commencement. Short title, extent and commencement. This act may be called as Mother Milk Substitute Control of Sale and Distribution Act 2049 1992. This act shall come into force on such a date as Government of Nepal may by a notification in Nepal Gazette appoint. Definition. Definition in this act, unless the subject or the context otherwise require, mother milk substitute means any food marked or otherwise distributed as a partial or total replacement for mother's milk. Container means any kind of package in which any product is placed for sale or distribution in a retail unit, and this expression also include a wrapper. Committee means breastfeeding protection and promotion committee formed under section 4. Product means any of the following things: milk, mother's milk substitute to any kind of source milk, market or otherwise distributed as it. This act came into force on 2051 11/15 27 February 1995 by a notification published in the Nepal Gazette, suitable for feeding to infant with or without any conversion in such milk. Any other such food or beverage marketed or otherwise distributed as is suitable for feeding to the infant. For milk bottle and nipple, a distributor means a person involved in a sales and distribution of any product by wholesale or retail, and this expression also include a person involved in the process of public relation service or information related with any process. A healthcare system means a governmental, non-governmental or private institution or organization or person engaged directly or indirectly in healthcare activity, and this expression also include a nursery and other childcare institution. Medical practitioner means a doctor, registered nurse, nutrition expert or such other person as may be specified by Government of Nepal on a notification in the Nepal Gazette. Health worker means a person who is working in a healthcare system or a trainee to work in that system and engage in healthcare activity for remuneration or otherwise. Infant means a baby below the age of 12 months. The infant formula Bal Sutra means a mother's milk substitute which is so prepared in conformity with the prevailing Nepalese standard, which is suitable to the physical structure of the infant from 4 to 6 months of age and with a view to fulfillment of the general nutritional requirement of such infant. Label means a tag, symbol, picture or other descriptive matter written, printed, lithographed, marked, embossed, included or otherwise displayed on a container containing a product. Manufacturer means a person who is directly or through an agent or an agreement or through a person controlled under an agreement involved in the production or manufacturing business. Sale or distribution means the marketing or selling of such product inclusive of any act related with the promotion, distribution, advertisement, sample distribution, public relation and information service of such product. And sample means 1 unit or small quantity of a product to be provided for free of cost. Complementary food means such appropriate food substance is to be used as a complementary substance in cases where the mother milk or mother's milk substitute is inadequate to meet the nutritional requirement of the infant. Ministry means the Ministry of Health, the Government of Nepal. Prescribed or is prescribed means prescribed or is prescribed in the rules formed under this act. Implementation and supervision. Implementation and supervision. The ministry shall have main responsibility to enforce, implement this act. The ministry may, as per necessary, obtain assistance of other minister in order to ensure the implementation of this act. Third, the function of power of the ministry shall be as follows: for purpose of the implementation of this act, to issue rules to implement this act, b to hold consultation with government and non-governmental bodies to ensure the implementation and full compliance of this act, and the rule issue under this act, to enforce this act, to perform similar other functions that are required to attain or incidental to the attainment of the objective of this act. Breastfeeding Protection and Promotion Committee. Breastfeeding Protection and Promotion Committee. The Government of Nepal shall form a Breastfeeding Protection and Promotion Committee to supervise whether this act is being complied with, to protect and promote the breastfeeding, and to control the sale and distribution of the product. The committee shall consist of the following members. The tenure of the office of the nominated member shall be of 2 years, and they may be renominated as determined by the committee. The committee may invite any native or foreign expert to attend its meeting as an observer. A secretary, Ministry of Health chairperson, representative gazetted first class Ministry of Industry member, representative gazetted first class Ministry of Supply member, representative gazetted first class Ministry of Commerce member, representative gazetted first class Ministry of Education and Culture member, F representative gazetted first class Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare member, G representative Nepal Pediatrician Society Association member, S representative Nepal Chamber of Commerce and Industry member, I 2 person nominated by the committee from amongst the renowned person engaged in the maternal and child health sector member, J renowned mater nutritional expert nominated by the Government of Nepal member, K 1 nominated by Government of Nepal from amongst the mother having experience related with the child care and maintenance member, I a person designated by the Government of Nepal member secretary. 5 Government of Nepal may by a notification in Nepal Gazette make alteration in the member of the committee. Meeting of committee. The member secretary shall, at the direction of the chairperson, call a meeting of the committee. 2. The presence of 2/3 member of the committee at the meeting shall be deemed to constitute a quorum for the meeting. 3rd, a majority opinion of the attending member on a matter presented to the meeting of the committee shall be deemed as a decision of the committee. The member of secretary authenticate the decision of the committee. 5. The other procedure on the meeting of the committee shall be as determined by the committee on its own. Function, duty and power of committee. Function, duty and power of committee. The function, duty and power of the committee shall be as follows: subjected to the approval policy of Government of Nepal, to supervise as prescribed the compliance with this act, to make a recommendation for making investigation and instituting a case against the manufacturer, distributor or health worker who violate the provision of this act. C. To consider a request for the provision of any product as a grant and accept or reject such request as prescribed. D. To consider a request made by the health worker to obtain assistance from manufacturer or distributor for research work, scholarship, participation in professional symposia or conference, or for holding such symposia or conference and accept or reject such requested as prescribed. To review the labels submitted by the manufacturer and distributor and approve those labels which are in conformity with the provision of this act. F. To coordinate the activity related with the publicity of information and educational material on infant food. G. To formulate a national policy for the protection and promotion of breastfeeding. S. To form subcommittee as per necessity for purposes of implementation, supervision and control. Information and education on infant food. Information and education on infant food. 7 number. First, the ministry may, on advice the committee, give approval to publicize any information and educational material related with the infant food. To every information and educational material in written or audio-visual form dealing with the infant food shall include clear information relating to the following matter: A. Benefit and superiority of breastfeeding. B. The preparation for and the continuation of breastfeeding including mother's nutrition. C. The harmful effect on breastfeeding due to the partial adoption of bottle feeding or complementary food feeding. D. The difficulty in reverting to breastfeeding after a period of feeding by mother milk substitute. 3. The information and educational material containing the matter of feeding a complementary food or other mother's milk substitute to the infant shall also make the following matter clear, in addition to the matter is referred to in subsection A. Proper use of the mother milk substitute. B. Expenditure to be incurred in feeding a mother's milk substitute in comparison with the expenditure to be incurred in breastfeeding to infant. C. The health hazard of improper use of the mother milk substitute, improper food and feeding bottles. D. Method of feeding infant with a cup or spoon. D. E. Method of preparing complementary food at home. 4. The information and educational material shall contain correct and usual information only, and no picture or statement of a nature to discourage breastfeeding or encourage bottle feeding habit. Healthcare system and health worker. Healthcare system and health worker. First, the chief of healthcare system and national and local health official shall adopt proper measure to promote the principle of this act, protect and encourage breastfeeding, and give proper information and advice to the health worker about the responsibility. Information is to all the matter contained in the section 7 shall certainly be given to the health worker. 2. The health worker shall protect, promote and encourage breastfeeding. They shall have knowledge of the provision of this act, particularly the matter contained in section 7, and implement them to the extent possible. 3. The health worker shall not allow any act inhibiting the commencement and expansion of breastfeeding, whether directly or indirectly. 4. No health worker shall accept any financial or in-kind gift any manner for a manufacturer or distributor. 5. No health worker shall give a sample of a product to any person. 6. No health worker shall promote the product in any manner. 7. If a health worker get information that may any manufacturer or distributor intend to give any gift or other financial facility, or that any person has violated any other provision of this act, the health worker shall give a report thereof in writing to the chief of his or organization, and the chief shall also give information thereof to the committee. 9. Act prohibited from being done by manufacturer and distributor. Act prohibited from being done by manufacturer and distributor. 1. No manufacturer or distributor shall make an advertisement in the following manner: A. Promoting any product, giving an impression or creating a belief that feeding of mother milk substitute is equivalent to or better than mother milk. 2. For purpose of this section, advertisement include any advertisement made as follow: A. By any publication or television, radio, film, video or telephone. B. By symbol, billboard, notice or exhibition of goods. C. By exhibition of picture or miniature. Or D. In any other manner. 3. Notwithstanding anything contained in subsection, those publications reaching the medical practitioner only may contain an advertisement of a product, provided that such advertisement shall be limited only to the factual and scientific matter, and shall not be of such a nature as to give an impression or create a belief that a feeding of mother's milk substitute is equivalent to or better than mother milk. Such advertisement shall include the information is referred to in section 7. 4. No manufacturer or distributor shall give or distribute sample of product to any person. 5. No manufacturer or distributor shall promote any product in the healthcare system. 6. For purpose of this section, promotion means to introduce a product to any person or make any person acquainted with the product in any manner. Include the following manner: A. By making advertisement. B. By using book, pamphlet or poster, usually printed material containing the name or logo of the manufacturer or distributor, or the name, logo, graphic or other miniature of the proprietary product. C. By giving or distributing free of cost or at nominal price any matter containing the name or logo of the manufacturer or distributor, or the name, logo, graphics or other miniature of a proprietary product, by demonstrating product, or A. In any other matter. Except 7. Except in cases where healthcare system or another institution or organization makes a request for a grant or contribution from a manufacturer or distributor in the prescribed format, and the committee approve the request is prescribed, no product shall be provided or donated to the healthcare system or institution or organization. 8. No manufacturer or distributor shall make contact with the general public in the healthcare system to increase own business or for such purposes. 9. No manufacturer or distributor shall donate any equipment or good to the healthcare system without obtaining the approval of the committee. 10. No manufacturer or distributor shall present any gift or cause any finance or other benefit to a health worker. 11. Except in cases where a manufacturer or distributor or health worker make a request in a prescribed format and the committee approves such request is prescribed, no scholarship or research grant shall be given to the health worker, nor shall such amount is required to organize a professional symposium or conference, or is required for the health worker to participate in the symposium or conference be provided to the health worker. Certification of product. Certification of product in 10 number points. 1. Prior to the marketing of any product other than feeding bottle and nipple in Nepal, its manufacturer or distributor shall get the product tested by the Central Food Laboratory and obtain certification. 2. In the case of product already marketed in Nepal, its manufacturer or distributor shall obtain certification from the Central Food Laboratory no later than 90 days after the date of commencement of this act. 3rd, the manufacturer or distributor shall, for purposes of subsection 1 and 2, make an application accompanied by a sample of product and the required fee to the Central Food Laboratory in the prescribed format. Labeling. 11. 1. Prior to the marketing of any product in Nepal, its manufacturer or distributor shall submit a label of such product along with the application as prescribed to the committee for its approval. 2. In case of the product already marketed in Nepal, its manufacturer or distributor shall obtain approval of the committee for the label of such product no later than 90 days after the date of commencement of this act. 3rd, the label of product shall be prepared in such a manner as to give necessary information about the proper use of the product and not to discourage breastfeeding. 4. No label or container of the product shall have any picture, drawing or other miniature other than a graphic describing the manufacturing process. 5. The label of product shall contain the name and address of its manufacturer and of its distributor whenever possible. 6. Every container of the mother milk substitute or any other milk substance falling within the purview of this act or label affixed thereto shall indicate in a clear, conspicuous and in an easy understandable manner a statement containing all the following particulars in Nepalese language. A. The word important notice or similar other matter. B. A statement that mother milk is best for infant. C. A statement that a product should be used only on the advice of the health worker as to the need for its use and the method of its use, the instruction for its appropriate preparation in easily understandable graphs or words, and the quantity of mother's milk substitute or other milk substance required to properly feed an infant is 1. 7. The word humanized or materialized or any other similar word shall not be used. 8. The label of or anything affixed to the outer part of the container of such milk that does not meet all nutritional requirement of an infant formula but can be converted for that purpose shall contain a warning that the product is not the sole source of nourishment of an infant and the product should not be used or feed to infant without the advice of the health worker. 9. The label of the sweetened condensed milk shall contain a clear and conspicuous warning that it should not be used for infant feeding. 10. The label of the product other than milk bottle or nipple shall also contain the following matter: the ingredient used, B. the composition or analysis of product, C. the storage condition required, D. the bunch number, storage condition, date of its manufacturer and the date before which it is to be consumed, taking into account the climatic condition. 11. The label of feeding bottle or nipple shall also contain the name and address of manufacturer and distributor as well as the statement that mother milk is the best milk for infant and that is safer to feed with a pot or spoon than with a bottle. Standard is 1. A product shall conform to the standard specified or recommended by the Nepal Bureau of Standard when it is manufactured, sold or otherwise distributed. 2. The Central Food Laboratory shall have the powers to test whether a product marketed in Nepal is fit for consumption by a human being. 3. No product which does not conform to the standard in the country of its manufacture shall be sold in Nepal. 4. The product of which expiry date has expired shall be marketed, sold or distributed. 5. Any product other than feeding bottle and nipple shall be sold only in its original container in order to prevent quality deterioration, adulteration and contamination. Inspection. 13. 1. The Ministry may, on recommendation of the committee, appoint the inspector in the required number in order to inspect and inquire into whether the manufacturer, distributor, healthcare system and health worker have observed this act or rule framed under this act and take necessary action, or may, with the approval of the concerned body of Government of Nepal designated by employee, to act as an inspector. The inspector appointed or designated under the subsection 10 shall inspect and inquire into as prescribed whether the manufacturer, distributor, healthcare system and health worker have observed this act or rule framed under this act and submit a report thereof to the committee. Power to suspend or cancel license, permit or authorization. 14. Power to suspend or cancel license, permit or authorization if based on the report submitted by the inspection under the subsection 2 of the section 13 it appears that any manufacturer, distributor, healthcare system or health worker have not observed this act or rule framed under this act. The ministry may, on recommendation of the committee, write to the concerned body to suspend or cancel the license, permit or authorization which they have obtained from the government of Nepal or any other body. Function and power of inspector. The function and power of inspector. The function and power of the inspector other than those mentioned in this act shall be prescribed. 16. Penalties. A health worker who violate subsection 4, 5, 6 or section of the section 8 shall be punished with a fine not exceeding 1000 rupees or with imprisonment for a term not exceeding 1 month with both to a manufacturer or a distributor who violates subsection 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of section 9 shall be punished with a fine not exceeding 10,000 rupees or with imprisonment for a term not exceeding the 3 months or with both. Third, a manufacturer or distributor who violates section 10 or 11 shall be punished with a fine not exceeding 15,000 rupees or with imprisonment for a term not exceeding 4 months or with both. For a person who violates the provision of this act other than those contained in subsection 1, 2, 3 or the rules framed under this act shall be punished with a fine not exceeding 2,000 rupees with a imprisonment for a term not exceeding 1 month or with both according to the gravity of the offence. 5. The court may, with while awarding punishment to any person for the commission of any offence under this section, also order that offender to pay compensation in a sum from 25,000 to 100,000 rupees to the person aggrieved from such offence or to his or successor. Liability to firm, a body or body corporate. A liability of firm or body corporate if any firm or body corporate violate this act or the rule framed under this act. In the case of the firm, its owner or partner, and in the case of body corporate, the chief administrative officer carrying out the function of the body shall be liable to the punishment as referred to in the section 16. Government to be the plaintiff. The government to be the plaintiff. Government of Nepal shall be plaintiff in the case of under this act. Investigation and filing case. 19.1. The inspector shall investigate a case related with the offence punishable under this act and after completion of such investigation file a case in a district court. 2. In investigating and filing the case pursuant to such section, the inspector may seek advice to the government attorney after the filing of the case. The government attorney shall plead the case. 20. Power to frame rule. Power to frame rule. Government of Nepal may frame necessary rule in order to implement the objective of this act. Thank you so much.